Dinosaur Deacon and the Sunstone, a story of a young T-Rex who brought the famous Sunstone home. Once upon a time, in a green valley surrounded by hills, there lived a young T-Rex named Deacon. Deacon wasn't like other dinosaurs. He was curious, always dreaming of grand adventures. One day he went to Myra, a wise Triceratops, and asked her to tell him about the Sunstone. Myra liked Deacon and told him,
The sunstone is a sparkling stone whose light can light up the entire night sky. It is also blessed and can grant wishes of anyone brave enough to find it.
Deacon was excited by this mysterious stone and asked Moira.
Please tell me where I can find the Sunstone.
Moira was initially reluctant but then told Deacon.
The sunstone is kept deep inside the mysterious Thunder Cave. It is guarded by a fierce dragon who kills any dinosaur who tries to steal it.
But Deacon was not deterred and declared bravely,
I'm going to find the Sunstone, and bring it here.
Mara was not sure if Deacon would succeed in this risky venture, and warned the young dinosaur.
It won't be easy, Deacon. The cave is full of dangers, and you'll be put through 3 major tests to prove your courage. Several dinosaurs who went to the Thunder Cave in the past did not return.
However, Deacon ignored the warning and left for the Thunder Cave. The Thunder Cave indeed was dark and scary. Deacon adjusted his eyes to the darkness, and with his heart in his mouth started walking inside the cave. Soon, he reached a wall which had a riddle carved on it in glowing red letters. It was a talking riddle and asked him in a grave voice,
I am the light without flame, the warmth without fire. Who am I?
The talking riddle warned Deacon that if he gave the wrong answer, he would not be allowed to go further. Deacon thought hard. Finally, the answer struck him.
It is the sun.
He shouted excitedly. The wall that had the riddle written on it opened, and Deacon walked into the next chamber. Deacon heard the sound of rushing water and realized that there was a river flowing inside the cave. As he came closer to the river, Deacon saw that the river had several stepping stones. Some glowed brightly, the others were dull. Deacon remembered Moira's warning.
You should only step on the stones that glow. Otherwise, you will be washed away by the river, never to return.
Deacon took a deep breath and decided to cross the river, come what may. The first glowing stone was close to the shore, and it was not difficult to step on it. But the remaining stones were spaced out. Deacon had to be careful. One small mistake, and he would be washed away. Deacon took a deep breath and then swiftly jumped onto the first glowing stone. Without breaking speed, he hopped from one glowing stone to another and soon was able to cross the river. As he stepped onto the other shore, an ecstatic Deacon shouted with joy.
I have done it.
But his worries were far from over. Soon after the river was a grand chamber. Inside the chamber, there was a tall rock, and on top of it was the sunstone. Deacon was dazzled by the brightness of the stone and realized why the stone was called the sunstone. It glowed like a brilliant sun. And as Moira had told him, the sunstone was guarded by a fierce dragon. The dragon looked at Deacon menacingly and asked in a thunderous voice,
Who are you? What do you want?
Deacon decided not to show his fear. Instead, he answered in a confident, loud voice,
Dragon, I have come to take the Sunstone.
The dragon was taken aback and asked him fiercely,
What will you do with the Sunstone, little T-Rex?
Deacon stared into the dragon's eyes and answered,
I want to take the Sunstone to the valley where the dinosaurs live. Its light will guide us at night and add warmth to our home.
The dragon was impressed with the answer of Deacon.
You can take the Sunstone, young one. But there is one condition. You will have to climb the tall rock without falling. If you fall even once, I will kill you and throw your body into the river that you just crossed.
Deacon looked at the tall rock on which the sunstone was kept. It was rough, and there were hardly any holes or cavities in which he could keep his foot and climb. Then he saw one side where the rock had some foothold. He decided to climb the rock from this side. Using his tail to balance, Deacon used his small hands and feet to find a grip. The climb was difficult, and several times Deacon slipped, but he did not lose heart. Slowly, yet surely, he reached the top, but when he tried to take the sunstone, he could not. The sunstone was firmly embedded in the rock. The dragon then did an unexpected thing. He started shaking the rock violently. Deacon thought the dragon was trying to kill him, and he clung onto the rock with all his might. Because of the violent shaking, the sunstone came unstuck and fell on the ground. The dragon then asked Deacon to come down and take the sunstone.
You are a brave and a good dinosaur. You have passed all my tests, and now you can take the sunstone.
Deacon quickly slid down the rock, picked up the sunstone, and left the cave, leaving the dragon behind. Deacon then ran to the valley where he placed the sunstone on a hilltop. The light from the sunstone spread across the valley, filling the homes of dinosaurs with warmth and happiness. After this, Deacon came to be known as Deacon the Brave, the dinosaur who dared to seek the sunstone and shared its light with all. The moral of the story self-belief can move mountains.
If you enjoyed listening to this story, then please like, share, and subscribe to the Fables Forever channel by clicking the subscribe button below and enjoy more such stories.